All right. All right, guys, welcome to our August first Monday of the month Zoom. I'm so glad that you're here. Tonight, we're going to be talking about our new catalog stuff, all the things for August that are in the planning ahead guide. And we are going to talk about the incentive trip that we can start earning today. We're going to do a breakdown of points, share how to earn it, explain what is included and all that kind of stuff. So actually, just before I hit record, Jen, who went on the Alaskan cruise, was about to start telling us about her trip. So I'm going to let you share some of that. What was included too, for those who may not know?
Okay, so we had no idea that the extras that Scentsy was going to include until we had like our first meeting. But it was a 7-day cruise to Alaska and Canada. And Scentsy surprised us with all balcony rooms. So every one of us that went got a balcony room. I had never been on a cruise, neither had my husband, so that we were totally newbies to like this whole thing. And we had no idea like how cool a balcony room was until we were on there and was like, oh, I can't go, I can never go to a no balcony room. So that was a huge plus. And then they bought us all of our excursions, which was a huge plus. Like I did not even expect that. So we had 3 excursions, whale watching, this really cool railway that went all the way through Skagway, the Butchart Gardens. So, oh, and they also included like this really cool tram ride. So it was really 4 things, but it was so cool. It was amazing, and probably something that I would have never done on my own, like choosing something. I probably would have never chosen it. And I think that made it even better because this was something out of our norm, and it was just so cool, and it was so beautiful. And I don't know if you heard the live last night with Dan and Lacey. They were both on the trip, but like they mentioned how good the weather was. Like I had no idea it was going to be so nice. Like the weather was amazing, and getting to meet them was so cool. I had never met them before, and they were just so down to earth. They like literally just would like stop and talk to us forever. Like Dan talked to us on the whale watching boat for like half an hour, and Lacey sat down with us at one of the Scentsy parties at our table and just like talked with us before she got inundated with pictures, because now she's like a celebrity superstar and everybody wanted her picture. But it was just really unexpectedly so cool. Like nothing that we had ever done before was anything like this. So it was really good.
Thanks for sharing. I mean, yeah, Jess said your pictures looked like you were having so much fun. And I think that like meeting Dan and Lacey, or like when Heidi and Orville go on trips, and it's like people from home office, they seem so like celebrities, you know, like they seem like stars, or like these people that are, you know, you would never talk to, but like they're just regular people, and they love to talk and share, and it's really fun. So thanks for sharing about that. Raise your hand if you've been on a Scentsy incentive, like on a trip. I know some people have earned SFR, but if you've been on an incentive trip, they are like she said, like something you would never do, right? Like do upgrading and having the balcony suites, and they pay for your, you know, they pay for your airfare and your luggage and all the meals, like everything is included. And it's really, you just have to get to the airport. But it really is amazing. So I'm going to talk more about trips, and I might have, I know Denise has been, Felicia's been, like we've been on a few. So I might have them share a little bit too, like if we have time to talk about that towards the end. But first, let's go over the planning ahead guide. I'm going to hit mute for everybody, mute all. And if you need to unmute, that's cool. That's fine. If you have a question or something. Okay, so did you guys all see this planning ahead guide? I meant to pull it up so we could go through it together. Can you give me just a second? I actually have something else pulled up on my workstation, but I wanted to have that pulled up and I forgot. So let me go to this. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Do you all have it printed out yet? Okay, well, I didn't get it ready in time.
Where is it at?
It should be under training, I believe, but I looked in the wrong spot. planning.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it yet, so I'm pulling it up.
Well, somehow I got it, but now I don't see it. Oh, here it is. I'm under news. So let me screen share and I'll show you where I found it. Okay, I have been getting better at figuring out the news, or maybe they're organizing it differently. But from here, I just went to the news tab. I went to Cincy Success news tab. I did not filter for this. And they usually have like, here's the news, and then you can view more. Here's the marketing, but here it is. This is stuff was all put up today. So we're going to look at a few of these things. But first, let's look at this. So you can download this. I will maybe put the link to this in our recording so you can find it easily, but like where it says share with consultants. So if you're logged into your workstation and you click the link in our recording on YouTube, you should be able to get it. But let me pull this. Oh, darn. I'm going to move this because you guys, my screen's right here. Come on. Zoom. Oh, I downloaded so many things today. I actually already had this downloaded, so I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay. Here we are. New catalog. Obviously, I'm going to kind of skim through some of this. Hello, Cincy Club. New and returning Cincy Club subscribers earn 200 bonus rewards and referral points if they start a subscription. So starting June, was it June when they updated the Cincy Club stuff to where they started the referral program? I was somewhere in there. But subscribe new people who join this month are going to get some extra bonus points, and they can turn around and they use those as credit. So that's a really cool incentive for getting people to join Cincy Club. How about this, you guys? Last month, by the way, we talked about how there is a change to the shipping. Maybe I'll bring this up right now. There's a change to shipping, and once you hit the $350 threshold, that's when shipping is free now for party orders. Besides, and it has to be entered with the host rewards. What is shipping to the host? Can't be from your PWS orders that have been accumulated. And if you missed all that information, watch last month's video. But yeah, so this month, in addition to the shipping threshold being free at $350, they're going to get a free warmer. There's 3 different warmers that they're going to be just automatically selected. They're just going to receive one of those. But they will get a free warmer with a party that's $350. And sorry, Canadians, $350 is the US base. I'm not sure what, $400, $460, you guys know what it is. She's signing numbers, but I don't know what but you guys know what your base is. Yeah, I think you probably learned, or you know. But I was gonna say, I figured out, I don't know if any of you entered orders today, but I entered an order trying to figure out, okay, I hadn't hit the $350. I was less than $350. In fact, I was using a lot of host rewards that I had accumulated. So I was kind of cashing in on that to get some of the new stuff, but I did have some things that I had to enter for my business supplies customer for tax purposes. So I can get those, I can refer to those later. But anyway, what they did was they took the $10 and they just broke it up among the customers. So at first I just had my host, which is me. And then I had my customer named Business Supplies. It was host and business supplies, and it was $5 each. When you click to go to the next screen that you're done to close out your party, you know how it used to show the 5% shipping for each customer? Now it shows that breakdown and it just splits up the $10. So I was like, interesting that it's 5 and 5. What happens if I add another customer? And sure enough, it went to $3.33 for 3 different customers. So you know that you can cover that shipping. You can charge, you can charge a different amount if that's too complicated. Like, I've thought about just continuing on with the 5% shipping for my customers. And if we get over, like, I'll refund them or I'll send them extra, give them extra goodies or something. But that is how it breaks up. So it does show you if you're just splitting it among 8 customers or whatever, like it'll break it down, divide by 8. So that's bonus info for you. But anyway, there's an incentive for hosts right now for this month to get to this threshold. There are also, I don't have these pictures up, but they're on the workstation. If you go to the Cincy Success and you look under marketing, just uploaded today, there's some really fun images. They're up on my computer. Like if I happen to come across them, like I'll show you. But there is a Scentsy warmer and bar and room spray bundles that we had last month is available still through the end of this month. And now there's a buy a select warmer. Is it 3 different warmers or 4? There's 3 different warmers. And then there are bars that Scentsy has pre-selected that go with each warmer. So there's like this warmer and these 4 bars, this warmer and these 4 bars, or this warmer and these 4 bars, and they're pre-selected and they are like discontinued scents. But how fun to get 4 free bars, even if the customer.
You get to pick which bar bundle you want.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't know why I
And
thought
they
it
work
was.
in your half offs. So I
Thank
ordered two
you.
today.
They work with half offs.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. I'm trying to give out misinformation. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate you. I don't know why I think it's I've seen the images, you know, that have been fresh on my mind where it looks like they go, but thank you. Okay.
Don't enter bundle, just enter in like shining light and it'll say shining light and then like shining light, but like with bars. So that's how you find it when you guys need to help your teams or whatever, or letter board or whatever you need. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, these are the dates for our LTOs. I'm so glad they're letting us know. So if you're wanting to really push one or another more, like, I don't really care that much about NFL, I'm going to tell my customers, but it won't be as big of a deal as maybe like these will be. So if I'm trying to decide, what am I actually going to text my customers this month? And then what am I just going to post on my Facebook or do emails? Like I can choose like, what do I really want to work on telling them about, you know? So there's that. And we all run our businesses differently. If you guys want to make a huge, you know, thing about all of them, or like do whatever you want. We're going to talk about the incentive. Now we're available. We're open in Belgium and Luxembourg. And then there is a free warmer, the feather, what is it called? Flaunt Your Feathers warmer. That's kind of peacock looking. It's gorgeous. I have it in here. I love it. They're going to get that additional free warmer with their kit. So it's a huge deal. There's a lot of stuff going on. Do you guys have any questions about any of this stuff before I move on to the next thing? Okay, real quick. I'm going to put also in when I email out this video in YouTube, I'm going to put a link to the sweepstakes FAQs for the free Disney World trip. If you haven't looked into that, it's so easy for your customers to go and register to earn a free trip to Disney World for their family of 4. They can upgrade, they can pay more, you know, they'll work out the details if they need more, if they have more people in their family, but it's 5 days, 4 nights, and it includes everything. And they don't have to buy anything. So this tells you all the details. It tells you like the wording that you need to include whenever you're posting about that. But anyway, if your customer wins, then you also win a free trip to Disney World, the same exact thing. So, hey, make a big, yeah, Denise. Yes. Yes. So tell your people to go register. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to buy anything. They get registered just for entry. And then there's ways they can get bonus points, like sharing a link to Facebook, and they get referral points if people click through that link that they shared. If they go and like subscribe to like the Scentsy Instagram, Scentsy Facebook. Let me say this one thing and then I'll move on because you can read these for yourself. One thing that's important is if they already are getting emails, if they're already on Scentsy Facebook, if they already like Scentsy on Instagram, have them go ahead and do those things again. Say, yes, I want to subscribe to emails. Go back and like the Facebook page, because that is what triggers them to get their entries, even if they already get the emails or whatever. So if your customer wins, and like if they accidentally go to Scentsy.com, Scentsy's going to look and see if they'd ever ordered from you, and that still will connect them to you and you'll get the free trip. So I'm pretty pumped. I think it's so fun. I thought it was just so fun to share that with my customers today without asking them to buy anything. It's just something fun that I can promote, and they didn't have to buy anything. So it made me feel good. Okay. I kind of rushed through all that stuff because I want to talk about the incentive. And I know some of you guys have heard all this before and you kind of know how it goes. I'm going to screen share again. But now I'm not on my workstation. I have a tracker or 2 to share with you, so don't let me forget to share that. All right, Workstation Dashboard. So here's how you get to see your, I'll make this big in just a second. Here's how you get to see your points. Over here on more, incentives. By the way, wait 1 second. Let me stop sharing. We'll come back to this. I forgot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who earn level 3 of the summer incentive. This is not official, but I was emailed these names today and I want to say them out loud. Okay. So from our group, we have Kayla Snow earned level 3. Yay. Denise Jardinay, who's on here now, she earned level 3. Kathy Hummel is on a trip right now, but she earned level 3. Vanessa Olivas earned level 3. And Dana O'Bannon earned, I don't think Dana's on here. They all earned level 3. So congratulations, you guys. They earned a backpack. And we actually have 2 people in our group who earned the whole shebang. And I didn't realize this until somebody told me. I had missed out, I think, whenever we had our last meeting. We have 2 people who earned all 3 levels of the Brick by Brick incentive. And so they get to choose between luggage and a pair of Scentsy Vans, which is really, really fun. So congrats to Vanessa Olivas. If she watches the recording, hopefully she'll hear us calling her name. Huge deal. And to Denise Jardinay. Good job, Denise. I know you worked so hard. I'm so proud of you. You give that lady an incentive and she goes for it.
That incentive was harder than a trip.
All right.
I'm telling you, those club memberships. Woo!
And this is from the person who, like, you were a little hesitant about club too, but you did it
so hard.
I'm so proud of you. All right, let me go back to screen sharing and we'll talk about this trip. Okay, so here's the overview. That's the video they shared at SFR, I believe. Here are the different trip options. Whoever has the most points earned in the end will get to choose their trip location first. So if you were like, I don't care about any of these, I just want to go to New York City, then you need to earn a lot of points. You need to try to shoot for level 2 so that you will be among the first who gets to choose. I would almost guess that everybody who earns level 2 might get their pick, but I don't know. So really, you have to do your best to earn the most, and then you'll get to choose. And if New York City or if Mexico, if they fill up, then you'll have to select from the other locations. But honestly, like, I would be super excited to go to any of these. So, okay. All right. So here are the different level oh, sorry. That's annoying. There we go. Here's the different level breakdowns for how many points you can earn. 18,000 points, no sponsoring points required, earns you SFR registration for next year, which is what, $350 US. And your registration is covered. Guys, that is very doable. And I love that there's something that, like, even if you're shooting for, one of these higher options, it's so great to know that, like, you've got SFR covered next year, even if you didn't win one of these. Not win, earn, because you're going to have to work. Here's levels 2 and 3. These are the ones that are those trips that we just showed, those 4 different options. So if I'm going too fast, somebody can chime in and have me slow down. I don't want to be boring, but I also don't want to go so fast that you miss something. Okay. So earning a trip for one to one of those 4 locations is 25,000 points. And in just a second, I'm going to show you how the different ways to earn the points. Earning a trip for 2 people is 45,000 points. Now here, in order to get this trip, you have to have 1,250 sponsoring points, points that come from the sponsoring category, and they're designated on this paper that we're going to go over. If I can figure out where my printout is. Okay, I'll find it. And then earn a trip for 2. You have to have 2,500 required sponsoring points. I think I left oh, here it is. I was working on my points. This is how I do it. I was working on my points outside today, and it started raining. This is all blurry now, but anyway, so that's how many points you need. And if we scroll back up here, we're going to see there's going to be a tracker available. It's going to show you, like, by month where you're at. This is so cool that the tracker is available right now. There have been times when we didn't get a tracker until we were like a month in or something. So this is really cool. You'll get to see the rings close as you get through the different levels and as you get your points. That's going to show you how many you officially have. But here's the points breakdown. Okay, we start today. We have through January 31st to earn. And see, look, we put a star next to the ones that count towards required sponsoring points when I said that level 1 was 1250 and level 2 was 2500, right? 2500. They're down here. So we'll get to those in just a second. That's those required sponsoring points. So for every PRV that you earn, you get 1 point. If you go to World Tour in person next January, February, then you're going to get 500 points. Just like done. That's easy. If you sell 1,000 PRV or more during 5 out of the 6 months, so August through the end of January, yeah, if you sell 1,000 PRV in at least 5 of those months, then you're going to get just 2,500 points for consistency. The reason they do this is so you don't just have like one gigantic fundraiser, you know, in 1 month, or do one huge show or, you know, something like that, and then you just earn it. They want you to prove that you can sell consistently. And honestly, like if you're working towards levels 2 or 3, you need to sell at least 1,000 PRV every month, I would say, to get that. So that's that. This is one that a new consultant is not necessarily going to be able to get right. It's not, I don't think it's like pro, what's the word? I can't think of what the word is, but anyway, new consultants, by the way, can earn this almost as easily as someone who's been in this for a really long time, including like a superstar director, star director, like, because they can earn all of these promotions, you know, they can earn several promotions. So here's the promotions. Okay, personal promotions. Anytime that you promote for the first time to one of these titles, you get this many points. So brand new person promotes to certified, they get 1,000. If you promote to leads, you get 1,500. So this is how that breaks down. So be thinking, you know, if you're a certified consultant right now, be thinking, okay, if I get 3 recruits or 4 recruits, like you could be hitting star, you could be hitting superstar consultant. I'm just, if those recruits are, you know, having other people join and things are growing, like you could earn several promotions. I usually like to try to think like, what's the, you know, like what's my minimum that I really think I could get? And I add that to my points. And then I think, okay, so yeah, this is super doable, but if I stretched, you know, then I could get this. So I kind of do like a first run draft when I'm figuring out my points, and I'll show you how I do it in a second. But then I'll go back and think, okay, no, I got to stretch harder. Then which way do I want to add more? Do I want to sell more? Do I want to promote more, etc.? So like promoting to star, working really hard, promoting to star, that's going to take some effort. That's going to take some time, some working with your team and things like that. But that compared to selling 2,000, you know, you're going to have to figure out like, what do you want to do? What do you want to work on? So activity, this is so cool that they do this. I'll tell you guys, there was a time back in the day where you only got these points if you got paid at title. So if you're a superstar consultant, you had to get paid at superstar consultant to get your points. Now, if you're a superstar consultant and you get paid as a superstar consultant like 3 months, then you're going to get 500 points plus 500 points plus 500 points for those 3 months. But then maybe the other months you only got paid as a star, then you're going to get 300 and 300 and 300 for those months that you got paid at that rank. So it's paid at rank. It's not paid at title. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's that. Okay, here are those sponsoring points where we said you need 1,250 if you're trying to earn a trip for 1, or you need 2,500 if you're earning a trip for 2. These are the sponsoring points. So for anybody that you have personally sponsored prior to today, when they promote to certified for the first time, you're going to get 250 points for them. So you are getting points for people that maybe you sponsored last month even, or earlier this summer. When they hit certified during this qualification time, you'll get 250 points for each one. When you personally sponsor someone new from today through January 31st, and they get certified, so they sell their first 1,000 PRV, then you're going to get 1,000 points for each of them. And then any of your frontline, your personally sponsored people, any of your frontline who promote to lead or star or superstar or director for the first time, you're also going to get 1,000 points for that. So if you are recruiting people during this time frame, you're going to get 1,000 points when they promote to certified. So if you hit it strong, which is my suggestion, get them going so they can have the whole fall selling season. But if you'll recruit them in August and September, then in October and November and December, they can be hitting certified. I keep like highlighting nothing. You'll get 1,000 points for them hitting certified. And then you're also going to get 1,000 points when they promote to lead. And if they promote to star, you're going to get another 1,000 points for them. And if they go to superstar, you're going to get another 1,000 points. So those can rack up. If you find a superstar person who is just loving this, they're doing an amazing job, you are coaching them well, you can get a lot of points this way. And so this is the way, if you're trying to earn the trip for 2, you got to have a lot of these. So you have to maybe look at your priority being a lot of sponsoring. And I have to tell you something. Let me stop sharing for just a second. Those of you who have earned trips before, and I can't remember the number, but like last year, what was the sponsoring points number? Denise, do you remember? Jen, do you remember? What was it? Will you share it?
I believe it was 4,500.
That's the lowest sponsoring points we've ever had.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like
That's
crazy. I
crazy.
thought it was a typo. I was like, yeah,
Yep.
it's really
I
doable.
saw someone
Like,
in the director group said, it's printed, it's done. You can't go back. If it's a typo, like this is what we're going with. You guys, I was shocked because I remember it being a lot more. Denise.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this, Jess talked about this last time. Do y'all remember them saying that if you earned all 3 levels of the brick, you were going to get points towards the incentive? It's not on there.
I think so.
Remember,
I
Jess?
don't remember it saying that.
They
I don't
said
remember
it.
it saying
Yes, there was something. Denise, I'll look while you guys are talking.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Okay, thank you, Jess.
Because they announced it at reunion.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's not on there.
We'll figure out. Maybe somebody has it printed if it's not up anymore. But yeah, you should be getting those points too. I just want to say, I know that sometimes when we go over the trip points, sometimes it seems like super overwhelming. And I'll say, like, if that's your first time ever seeing a breakdown, you're probably like, now what do I do? But one of the things I hear a lot is, I really like selling, but I don't want to sponsor that much. And sponsoring is the way to make money for the future. I'll just say that. But like, if that is not your focus, then sometimes trying to earn the incentive, it's like, I think some people are just like, nope, can't do that. I can't sponsor 6 people, which you can, but some people just get like super nervous about that. And that makes you anxious and you just don't want to try. But like they said, this is like half of what it has been. And I am so super excited about it. Very,
That
very
was the
excited.
numbers last year I would have earned, because the Alaskan cruise, I think I told you guys that last SFR was supposed to be what would have been our 5-year honeymoon. Like that exact trip you guys took was supposed to be our 5-year honeymoon, which happened during COVID. And that was when Samantha, I literally laughed because I talked to her a few times about joining Sensi, but I was like, Samantha, I need to earn this cruise. Like if there's ever been a time, the amount of money you were buying this licensed stuff on, like you just need to do this. And because they had that certified, or the Shooting Star one back last year in August, like I had 2 people join who certified, like, and I still couldn't reach it last year. Like, and I don't know if a bit of it was sales, but my sales are pretty good regularly. Like, so I can't complain that way. Like,
Yeah.
but so I won't lie, Amy, while you were reading this, I was like, it said 1250, right? I'm like, if one of my previous people now certifies, and I have one
One
person
more.
join me. Like, that's it. Like, I'm done. I'm done for sponsoring. Like,
Mhm.
I literally was like you said, was that a typo? Because I was like, I had a way bigger goal last year I had to reach. And
It
like,
was.
I am,
I would have earned it too last year.
maybe I'll meet y'all in Quebec. Who knows?
That would
I
be-
want it. We'll just go.
I know. That's what I was like,
Go
can we just pay? It's a lot cheaper for me just to get myself to Quebec. Like, we'll just meet you there.
You can earn this. You can earn this. You will.
If I earn it, I want to go to New York.
Yeah.
Go to Quebec easy.
I think New York is my number one.
Challenge.
I'll just drive to Quebec.
How long of a drive is it for you guys?
Oh, that'd be long. 2 days, you think, Sam?
About 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 to 3 days to drive that.
That's too long.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and Denise, do you have anything to add to that before I go back and share some of the examples?
Well, I just want, I think it's so doable, but this is something I've been thinking about today because of you picking your spot. Okay, so let me talk this through and you guys help me if you think this is wrong. So of course, my tracker is all set for 2 people. And so that's 45,000 points. But here's the trouble. When you reach that 45,000, you can't stop because it's going to be who gets the most points picked.
Yeah.
And so really this is like work till the end. It's not like work till you get the points. It's work till the end. If you'll go anywhere and don't care, and you'll take anything, that's one thing. But if you really have a spot in mind, you're going to have to work till the very end.
It's one hot looking cruise in June. I'm just going to throw that out there. Like Mexico in June, how hot would that be?
Ooh, I'd love it. Hot
Yeah,
June.
the beach. You just sit at the
Would it
beach.
be
all
any
day.
worse than the 106, 108 we've had for the last 2 weeks here in Oklahoma?
Oh my God, that's like 40
I
something.
mean, we
now.
had 111 last week.
Okay, I don't know. Like, what is 25? 25 cuts me out.
We hit 111 and
That's like 85 or something, Arlen.
Yeah, like under 90. Like, for sure.
Yeah, we've been really hot. Texas probably has been also, right, Denise?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Alicia?
Yeah.
One point though, there's only one cruise, that's the Caribbean one. And I know a lot of people that earned Alaska took the payout because of vaccination reasons. So that may change things for the cruise a little bit. I think a lot of people are talking about choosing Mexico as their number one, I've been hearing, but like, if you really want the cruise, I mean, you may have better options just because I know a lot of people chose to opt out of dealing with the cruise scenario last time.
Yeah, if things are the same or they might not. It's so like, I know it can be hard if you are set on one. And like, that's what Denise is saying. Like, if there's one you just have your heart set on, then you really do have to work
Go.
really.
You have to
really
go
hard.
all out.
Yeah. So this is one of those things where if you know that you can sell $1,000 a month and you feel pretty confident about that, this is one of those times where you're not just going to sell $1,000 a month and earn this. You're going to need to push yourself. So like if you are consistent in a certain amount and you think like, oh yeah, like I could do this, like, then you're going to need to push really hard to get this. You're going to have to decide, okay, so normally I spend, an hour watching TV, this show on this night, whatever. Like you might have to sacrifice and say, no, I'm going to do this trip next summer. And so I'm going to use this time this way instead. Or maybe you're going to get up an hour early, a couple days a week, so that you can work on your goals that you're going to be setting now. It's not really something people can earn on accident. Certainly they have, but those are like rock stars, like just starting out, had no idea. I've heard some stories where they're like, I didn't even know it, I earned a trip, but like, that's very few. I think every time that I have earned it, I have definitely been intentional. I've definitely had my affirmation in front of me. Some of you have heard me say this, but like, I do hard things. I'm doing it. And you just have to decide, like, I am going on this trip no matter what. And right, Jen? And when it comes down to the last month and you have to sell how much?
Yeah.
like
You
you're
just do it.
you just say, I'm going and I have to do it. So
Mhm.
this is one of those times where you're going to have to push, but it's doable. And these trips are amazing. And once you go, you really do not want to miss out. They are amazing. So let me show you the point breakdown. Or Denise, do you have a certain way that you do it? Or Jen?
Last time, well, I earned Disney and this last one, and both were extremely high sponsoring points. So that's what I concentrated on the most. I just basically knew I would sell 1,000 a month. The PRV wasn't the issue. It was taking those sponsoring points and breaking it down per person, knowing that I would need to help them get certified like as fast as possible, just things like that, like taking each situation and like really breaking it down, like even with that person, like let's get your launch party and that's going to be 500, and like not really just not stopping until you're like walking with that person through, because it's really hot. I mean, you don't control other people, you know what I mean? You can't make them do something. So for me, I had to stick with them like little by little by little, and just make sure we were like progressing and like putting that on their mind as well, not just mine, you know. So that helped a lot, like really breaking it down like per recruit.
Yeah, when people join, they're not joining to help you earn a trip. They may know that that's something you're working on, but like when it comes to they're choosing to do this thing with their family, or they're choosing to sell, like you can't tell them you have to do this. I'm earning this trip. Like you have to do it. Sometimes you can offer a million incentives, and so it really works to your advantage if when you're working on those sponsoring points to work on sponsoring early, so you can kind of get more people going towards earning their first 1,000 and getting certified early on. It gives them the full, all the way through the end of January. I will say one thing that I've done during incentive times only basically is sometimes when I'm working on a new recruit, I will tell them, hey, if you will get certified and sell your first 1,000 by Christmas, then I will give you whatever. Like I sometimes I'll even like lend them a tester set, and I'll say like, I'll give you this extra, I'll give it to you, you can keep it, or like whatever it is, if whatever they have their eye on sometimes. So that might be something that you could do, and use your host rewards, you guys. Like you're not just giving them free stuff, but that's something that you could, if you wanted to offer an incentive. I wouldn't wait till the end necessarily. That's me. That's not even what we're doing. We're going to do a little breakdown here. Let me show you the one. Oh, here, look, there's your phone. I told you I had all these up on my computer. I don't know. Here's my to-do list. Dang it. Where's the workstation? Okay. Here's incentives. I wanted to show you the breakdown. Okay, so when you scroll down here, they've got a breakdown like by each title. Isn't this so cool that they did this? Okay, so let's say you're a lead consultant. Let's just look at this one for an example. Your starting title is lead, and you're going to earn points here. So they've broken it down, like how much do you need to earn? This is going to be for level 2 with 25,000 points. So they kind of broke it down. You earn 2,000 here and 2,000 here, 2,500. Remember that each PRV is 1 point. Then they're earning, remember, I just kept having to go back when I was doing my point breakdown. You just have to keep going back and looking here and go through each one of these different ways to earn the points. So they said, okay, look, they earned 1,000, at least 1,000 in 5 out of 6 months. So they got this. Look at them. They got 4 new recruits and they all got to certified. 2 of them went to lead. Maybe it was 2 new people. Maybe it was 1 brand new that they just sponsored and they already got to lead. And maybe it was one they'd already had, but they got 2 people to lead. And then yeah, they didn't put the total here. I see what's happening. Then they got someone to star, and this consultant actually promoted to star. They got paid at rank in 3 of the months. Oh, see, this is the example I was giving where maybe, well, this looks like they were a lead consultant and they got paid at lead for 3 months, and then they promoted to star and they got paid at star for 3 months. And then there they are with way more sponsoring points than they even needed. But that's an example of a point breakdown. I thought I might show you guys mine. I don't have it where I can like show you, but this is all in the workstation. So this is all under how to earn. But I'm going to kind of, this is so ridiculous. But what I did was like, I need to like rewrite this, but I have on my paper, okay, if I want to earn for one, it's 2,500, but I'm going to go for two, 4,500. And so I always write down, okay, August, September, October, November, just like they did each of the months. And I leave my PRV blank for now. What I want to do is I want to start with how I know I can earn points confidently. And then I'll go back and fill in how much do I have to push myself to sell each of these months. So what I know is I am going to get the PRV consistency. I'm going to get 2,500 points because I'm going to sell at least 1,000. I'm going to go to world tour. So there, that's 3,000 points. You guys, you know, you can do that. You're going to get 3,000 points. And then I go up and I did paid at rank next. And I said, okay, I think I'll get paid at rank at least for, I said at least 4 out of the 6 months. And then maybe the other 2, I might get paid at star director. I'm not sure. I'm kind of lowballing it just in case. I don't want to be counting on those points when towards the end, you know, if I don't get paid at rank in January, there's nothing I can do about that. But I could have sold an extra $1,000 earlier on and caused this and like kept myself from being super stressed out. So anyway, go in and decide how much do you think you're going to get for being paid at rank each month. And then you can go in, and I did sponsoring next after that, and look at it from there and think, okay, how many do I need to get that are going to be certified, or how many do I think I can promote? And this might be a good time, like if you have a team, go and pull up your downline report. Reporting, start a new downline report, and I sort by like group wholesale volume or sort by title maybe, but look and see which of your frontline you think might earn a promotion. Write their name down, write how many points you're going to get for that person. And like Jem was saying, you cannot count on someone to earn a promotion. You cannot make them, but you can start off with the incentive, encouraging them to earn the trip. And in them working to earn the trip on their own, they're going to get it. Or maybe it's somebody who's been around for a while with your team, but hasn't really been like doing much. And maybe circumstances are changing and they'll be super excited to start working really hard this fall. And now's a good time for you to throw in some more coaching and do some one-on-ones and help them get to where they want to be for their sales and stuff like that. Help them get a promotion. So you'll get 1,000 for each person that is your personally sponsored. So your frontline. And it can be a roll up too, right? If they're a roll up, but they'd already rolled up to you. You know what I mean? Like if there was somebody between you and this person kind of rolls up, but they need to have already rolled up before the incentive started, right? I think so, for you to get a frontline promotions points for them. But anyway, I just go in and I write down names. I went to my essential to certified report. If you don't know what that is, ask for help, but there's an essential to certified report for your whole downline. You can see, I looked to see if I had any frontline that I already have that might be able to get certified still, or if they weren't certified still, then I wrote their name down that I'm going to help them get there by the end. So you're going to get 250 for those. Anyway, so I went through, I wrote down names, I wrote down how many I think I need. And then from there, I subtracted all my points from my grand total of 4,500, and I saw how much PRV I have to sell. And it's a lot, but I'm going to work for it. And so I broke it down. And those of you guys who haven't been around, for me personally, October is my best month. Used to be November, but October is everybody's spending. They're buying Christmas presents already. They are in the mood to have all their house smell like fall. They are all about the fall decor and the scents, and like that is my month. So I kind of like load it really heavy October and November, maybe even September. And then I know like December, you know, we got Christmas in there. And anyway, that's how I do it. Any other advice from somebody who's earned a trip for things that you do when you're trying to plan?
Amy, I have a couple comments that
Yes,
these
please.
are words that I just came up with thinking about this weekend. Okay, so first of all, you have to plan. And this is something after what Amy just said, exactly what she just said. Anybody on my team that's on here, if what I like to do with you all is if you are really serious about doing this, I will sit down with you person or do a Zoom or whatever and do your points for you. I will sit down and go through a plan and maybe do 2 plans or 3 plans. Adjust accordingly. Okay, this is a big deal. So whatever I project I have to do in August, at the end, September 1st, I will look at projection and actual, and it'll be either more or less, right? So then I take that plan and I adjust it. If I sponsored 3 people and I said I was only going to sponsor 1, and if I sponsor them, I know I'm going to get them certified. So, then I go from there, right? So then you decrease at one end or increase what your month has to be. Adjust your points accordingly. That is really, really important. So you're not sitting in December and January going, oh my God, I'm going to need 7,000 PRV. Oh my gosh. You've got to set the goal and then adjust it. And be consistent, y'all. Just be consistent and know your product. I mean, I know that sounds so simple and so basics, but that sheet that Amy just went over, that is so awesome. That this thing, what's it called?
Planning
Plan
guide.
ahead. Y'all know what we're doing. Know what we're doing. Know what we're doing. Know what we're doing. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out. And if you wait, if you don't plan now, today, tonight, tomorrow, plan, know what you're doing, so I don't know. And don't give up. And if you give up, you will be so sorry. I can tell you a story, which I'm not going to tell you. If you want to hear it, message me. I had a girl that earned it and gave up. And then they lowered the points needed for a trip and she would have gotten it. She actually quit because she was so mad she wasn't going to get it. So, don't give up. You can't give up. You just can't. And if you really want this, if you really don't care, okay, then just get your registration, if anything. But if you just can't give up, and it's got to be something you are really intentionally working on every day. I hate to say that, but every day. I don't hate to say it. That's what it takes, honestly. That's what it takes. And get your sponsoring stuff all set up. Here's another suggestion with my team, and Eva's on there. Hi, Eva. This is another idea for your certifieds, to get your certifieds. I have competitions between just my certifieds, and I make the prize pretty big. So I pull together who I think's gonna, who's new, who needs to get certified. And I do a competition or an incentive with just them so that we really push them and they can work hard for something attainable. And then they're going to get something free from me. And then, and then I expand that, if I've got a couple people close to director, then I'll do another incentive for them, so individualize it. And what Jen said, work with them. You got to work with your team during this. You really can't just post stuff on your team page and hope it's going to stick like glue. You've got to really work with people and give it time. I mean, and I'm just going to say these trips, y'all, they're amazing. You can't even imagine how amazing they are. And if you cannot. The first one I went on, I earned, and I thought it was a fake email. I couldn't believe I was going. I thought they were going to send me a bill after I went. I was so apprehensive about the whole thing, and I couldn't believe it. And I've never in my life been treated like that, how Scentsy treats you. It's not just about what you see into, you're treated like royalty. And it's like, it's just, It's just simply amazing. And if you don't want to do the excursions, you just want to sit and chill, nobody makes you do anything. You do whatever you want to do. You know, you make it whatever you want to make it. And I hope to see every single one of you earn it. And I'm nervous because Jen said everybody wants Cabo, and that's what I want. Now I'm gonna have to work doubly hard.
So, I wanted to add too, that if you earn for one, okay, now I did not read this, so you guys double tell me, but it's usually always been, if there are enough points and you earn, if there are enough spots left and you earn for one, you can usually buy in a guest. And that guest will get the same amount of, of all the stuff that you're getting and all that kind of stuff. So you can sometimes usually buy in a guest. And I've done that. Where I had to buy JP in once for a trip. But yeah, so that's an option too. So if you are thinking like, oh, I don't want to go by myself, like you may not have to. And if you go by yourself, Jen, do you meet people?
Well, yeah, I bought my husband in, but we met so many people and it was really fun. Like, I love that I met people from other teams and other groups in other states, because now, like, when I go to different SFRs and stuff, I feel like, oh, I can meet up with Emma that I met from North Carolina or whatever. It's like, it just makes you feel more connected, I guess. And that was really cool. That was fun. Because at Disney, it was a little bit harder to meet people because everyone was kind of like, and it was a family trip. So everyone was kind of off and doing, things like off. But like, since it was something where we were all in together, we were sitting together and dining, and, you were just meeting more Scentsy people and feeling connected. But it was really cool to be able to buy in my husband as a guest too, because then he got all the same things, that the consultants got for being a guest. So that was really cool.
Yeah. So having a roommate is not all that bad too. Like if you earn for one and you want to go by yourself, like there's like groups, by the way, where you can jump on the group that of all the earners, and you can like chat with people and get a feel for people, like before you just say, put me with someone random, like you can kind of meet people in the group and decide to like request each other. So that's the thing too. Okay, I want to show you 2 trackers that I have found. If I find more before I have the recording up on YouTube, I'll link those in the description box on YouTube. But I wanted to show you if I can get to them. Here's one.
You got muted somehow, Amy.
Whoops, sorry. Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
so this is like the more organized looking one that I think. But then I also have like a super fun one for like the visually stimulated people. But this is really cool because it has your breakdown. It has your number, for each thing. I think Jamie Solon's made this. So anyway, here's your projected actual, like all this stuff. But this is a Google Doc. So you can actually like type in here, or you can print it off and have it in front of you. But this is kind of cool. I will link this in our chat, but I'll also put it up on YouTube. And then let me see if I can find the other one without making a big giant mess. I think I have it open on here. Here it is. Okay. Then there's this one. Oh, there, screen share, all big. This is super fun, right? So it has all these, I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I'm sure that you could, or do it however you want to. But there's all these like visual things that you can go in, and look, how cute is that? So you can like circle these or cross them off or whatever as you get your points. I don't know how to share this. It's a PDF tonight. What I will do is I'll like put it on my Google Drive and I'll share it in the recording for anybody who's watching. But if you need it like now because you're ready and you want that one, I think most of you can find me on Facebook, so just send me a message and I'll send you that one. Otherwise, let me get you this Google Docs right now. And obviously, everybody who's watching the recording, look in the description box for this video and it's going to be there. There's the organized plain one. the fun one, message me for that one or check the description if you're watching the recording. Okay. We have 5 minutes. I do have a door prize drawing. I already drew a name just a second ago, so I'll wait to the very end. But does anybody have any questions about this or anything in general?
I want to shout out Jessica because she is my new teamie and she is on here tonight. She's got a blacked out background right now, but she also has really little ones. So it's possible that's part of the reason. But thank you, Jessica, for coming. I hope you learned a lot. I know it was probably a lot for just like someone who joined like under a month ago, but I hope you're inspired.
Hey, Jessica, glad you're here. Yeah, that might have been a lot of information, but Arlena will help you if you want to earn the trip. And we are just super excited that you're here. So
Yeah,
there's a
work
lot to learn
together,
here.
like work together on it. And you guys could end up going together and having a blast. Like that would be so much fun to start fresh with someone new and like learn, build along the way with each other and learn and earn it together. That would be like so much fun. I think this is so doable. Like, so $12.50. I mean, I can't, like, that is crazy. That's only one certified and one past consultant certified. That is doable, like doable. That's
Yeah.
really exciting.
Listen, we don't need to bring spouses. If we earn for one, we're just all going to hang out together. Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
Yes.
I love going on trips with JP, but honestly, like that would be kind of fun. No, earn for your partner, earn for your spouse, earn for your whoever. You can. Some of us have brought our moms. We've had a few team members who brought their moms on their trips, and we had a good time. I was also going to say that, let's say that you shoot really hard and like you didn't end up earning it, or let's say you shoot for level 2 and you end up with level 1, but you're just like, you're like, I worked so hard. Think about how far your business is going to go in this time that you're selling more than you've ever sold. You're recruiting when maybe that's not been something that you've ever really worked on before, or the PRV consistency, just saying, I'm going to sell 1,000 PRV every month. Like maybe that's something that you haven't done. I know 1,000 for some people, I think some of us who have been around and those who have earned trips, like we know that we have to sell a lot, but even me saying 1,000 PRV every month for 5 out of the 6 months just sounds so overwhelming to you. I get that. When I started off, I remember, I was wanting to earn lead and star and superstar consultant, and the thought of having to sell 500 PRV a month for lead and above, you always have to sell 500 a month to get paid at your title. And I remember thinking like, that's a lot. I don't know if I can do it. And I will just tell you, you can. You're going to build your business. You're going to do it sale by sale, day by day. I was talking to some leaders, I can't remember when, but we were just saying, like, how did you get to where you are? And it's just referrals and being consistent. And this customer knows that you do Scentsy. And so when somebody posts in their neighborhood Facebook group, like who sells Scentsy, then they tag you. And then you have, you're building on that. So the more consistent you are, and just always talking about it with everybody and sharing, not in an annoying way, but just, hey, I love this stuff. This is what I'm doing. People will remember you and they will give you referrals and they will stick with you and be loyal customers for years and years and years. So,
Your customers good this fall.
do what?
Treat your customers good this fall.
Yeah. Love on them, give them.
Because
Hang out, Jess.
I was just gonna say, like, I
Oh,
don't know how to say this nicely, but I'm not an incentive earner. I generally don't work towards them as much as I probably should because of the timing of it all in my work, and that's just my busy season at my day job. But I still try to earn the SFR one or work as if like I'll just take the buyout ish. I'm gonna be honest. I don't always work like I do work more in the fall because this is a bigger incentive, but treat your customers good. And then it might help you for the next time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just keep coming back. I mean, it just builds on every time.
Yeah, we're building.
Jess, did you find anything out about those bonus points?
No, which is so weird because how did a few of us hear that?
Chris, didn't you hear it at reunion?
Yes, I heard it at reunion, so they may have just forgot. We may just need to send a ticket to them and customer service ticket.
I would
they
do
may
that,
just-
Denise. Open a
I mean,
support
there's
ticket.
so many things that they could have just, but yes, they did say it. There's no doubt about it. They said it.
I wonder if they were mixed
know
up.
they'll
because
honor
I
it.
know in the past it's counted, but I didn't hear it say anything about it counting this time.
Yeah, they said it at reunion.
Yeah.
They were very clear about it at reunion. Because we all looked at Denise because she was the only one that was gonna earn all three that was with us.
I was like, yeah, points. I need them. I just did mine. And ooh, you got a lot of Scentsy to get to. Ooh.
You do. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. Okay, if you guys have any questions, like Denise said, like if you have any questions about your point breakdown, go to your director or come to me, send me a message and let us know, like, hey, I'm confused about this, or hey, I would love to sit down with you and have you help me come up with my own personalized thing. Like if you really want to earn it, then we want to help you earn it because it's an amazing experience and we really want that for you. Like truly, I want you guys to get to go on a trip like that. It is amazing. So thanks for being on tonight. Our door prize winner is Jessica Forster.
Yay!
Yay, congrats. So I will be sending you something soon. And yeah, so I might message you. I might find you on Facebook if you're on Facebook, but we'll figure that out. Thanks for everybody who's watching. I hope you have a great month of August and we'll see you.
Amy, I need to talk to you for 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay, I'll call you. All right, guys, good night.
Can you on here? Can you
Oh,
stay
yeah.
on?
Yeah, if everybody hops off, we can stay on. No, I have to stop the recording now.
Stop the recording. All right, bye guys.
Okay, bye, guys. How do I stop the recording? I think I have to